hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cyrus Webb Presents here on Amazon Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. If you guys are new to us on the Amazon platform, welcome. Make sure you guys hit that follow button. You'll see it either here in this corner or down below. You also will see some of the singles by our next guest. I'm excited to welcome for the very first time here to Amazon Live, recording artist Leon Pitts. We're going to talk to him not only about his love of music, but the single that helped me to be able to discover him. I'm going to highlight it for you guys in the carousel here on Amazon. It's Gotta Have You. You guys can be able to get it yourself for 99 cents. There are two other singles there by Leon you'll see. I'm going to highlight Hello there. We're going to talk to Leon a little bit later about that single, but also Take It Slow as well. Leon and I met because of social media. We're going to talk about how he's been able to use that platform. Speaking of that, we are simulcasting our broadcast. So we do welcome those tuning in on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, X, and on Instagram. If you guys have any questions or comments for Leon, make sure you guys put those in the chat. Mr. Angelo Ellerby, hello to you. Going to be able to see you over there on IG. Faces and Phases, going to be able to see you as well. But Leon, welcome to the broadcast, man.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Look, man, I'm glad to be able to speak with you. So I have to tell people the story because this is a really funny story. So for people who know me locally here in Mississippi, you know, I'm the news director for the station WYAD 94.1 FM. And every week we have an artist of the week. So every week I'm always on social looking for new artists that we can feature. We feature established artists as well. But I actually saw a post by Leon about his single Gotta Have You. So I was listening to him like, I like this song. So I headed over here to Amazon, got the single, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to reach out to him to see if we can get him on Amazon Live. And now here you are. So, Leon, I want to ask you, first of all, what was it like for you to see the way that people are responding to the new single?
It was actually really great. It was like a flood of people came in and started responding to it, liking the post, liking the song. It was a new style for me. The music was. It's more of a dance number. So yeah, if you want to have a good party, have a good time, get a good party starter, that's what it is.
Yeah. As I mentioned, you have other music here on Amazon as well. Liam, we're going to talk more about that, but take us back. When did you first realize that music was that thing for you that you wanted to do?
So it started when I was like 3 years old in church. We would always be up singing. They would always put you out front singing. I was more so the background singer. My sister would always lead. She would always be the one in front. I would dream about being out front, but I never would actually step out front. It wasn't until so I tell this story all the time. I was walking down the street in Sarasota, headed to school, not really knowing what I was going to school for. I just chose a major electrical engineering. And my mentor, who's Mr. Nathaniel Jacobs over the West Coast Bad Theater Troupe, he stopped me and he said, Leon, what are you doing with your life? And this is as I'm heading to the bus stop. He said, what are you doing with your life? And I'm like, I'm looking at him like it's kind of obvious I'm about to head to school. He said, why don't you come in and come and audition? And I'm looking like, but I'm about to miss my bus to school. I just stopped. I went and auditioned for a show called the UB Blake Show. And from there on, I caught what they called the theater bug.
Yeah.
And you know, growing up, I always watched the movies, the Jacksons movie, the Temptations movie, the Five Heartbeats, and I wanted to be those guys. I wanted to be David Ruffin. I wanted to be the Michael Jackson, the leader of the group, but I just always never stepped out. It wasn't until I started doing theater that I actually stepped out and I saw that I really liked it. And you know, I just always had a passion for music, the way it flows, the way it all connects. I'm a strong listener to Marvin Gaye, Al Green, and Teddy Pendergrass, and I always like listening to their music and studying how their backgrounds were. So that's where my passion for music actually started in church. Wow. We had, like, you would say it was a music factory because there's a lot of musicians and a lot of singers came out of there.
Wow. And now here you are, you've gone from being a part of productions like that, Leon, to now recording and releasing your own music. Do you still have those wow moments about that people can go on Amazon, put in your name, and buy your music?
Yes. So I always wrote music when I was a kid. I wrote it, but I would never sing it or even say anything to anyone about it.
Mhm.
Um, I just decided this year that I'm going to go for it. Life is too short. When I step out and share what God has given you, the gift that God has given you to share with others.
Right.
It's more than just one avenue, more than just acting and dancing and singing on in the theater. I had to step outside of my shell this year and do it. And once I did, it's like, whoa, this is. I really love this. I really like this. I like putting together the backgrounds. I like putting together the beats because I actually do my own beats.
Okay.
Um, I was shown how to do it by my friend. His name is ATM Porter. He has a recording studio called Drummer Boy Entertainment Studios. That's why I do all of my recording at. And once I started doing it, I started noticing my love for it. Then, more songs start coming to me as I'm doing it. And, I love the process of writing the lyrics, the process of putting beats together, putting the chords together in the songs and stuff.
Wow. And there, here you are, Quentin Price. Hello to you. Going to be able to see you over there on Facebook. Quentin says the best place to start, just talking about your beginnings there. And I think, too, the other side of that, too, Leon, is that you've been able to now have your own listeners. Like me, I'm now a fan, because of what I've been able to hear. And now, of course, that led me looking at other music. I mentioned the two other singles. And for those joining us on the Amazon side, I'm going to highlight the single Hello. So you've been able to do different types of music. Talk to us about the inspiration for the single Hello.
The inspiration for that song was two things. The style of the music was more so Marvin Gaye. The way I recorded it, with the overlaying of the leading vocals and stuff like that, that was Marvin Gaye. But the whole inspiration for me writing that song was the whole Trayvon Martin situation,
Mhm.
the whole Trayvon Martin case. And I remember sitting inside of a shed, of a security shed. I was working for security job. And I was sitting there just thinking, and tears began to fill my eyes because I said, this could happen to my son. At the
Wow.
time, my son was like 3 or 5 years old. And I was like, this could be him. He looks like him. He's the same color as him. He can go get him a drink and a hoodie and just walking through the wrong neighborhood, and this could happen to him. And hate to say it, his killer will go free.
Yeah.
And I was like, how can I promote change? How can I make change happen? I said, the best avenue I have is music.
Yeah.
And so it began to come in my head, hello, hello. Oh, it's me, your fellow man. Can't you see and understand? I'm the same as you. Even though our skin is different, we're not different. I'm just a different shade of you. So hello, 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 hello. You say you want to see a change, but things will remain the same till you change you. You've got to make a change today with no delay. Starting today. Hello, hello. And so I was like, that's my best way. Whether it get out to a million people or whether it get out to just one person, it could start a chain reaction of change.
Right. Wow, that's powerful. See, we got a little exclusive singing there live too from Leon too. Appreciate that, Leon. Quentin says I'm going to listen to your music. Sounds very inspiring. And she also says I'm going to play that for my students. She's an educator. Um,
Thank you. Thank you.
so the single that we're just talking about here, Quentin, is Hello. So if you're joining us on the Amazon side, I have it highlighted for you guys on the carousel. If you're not joining us on Amazon, there's a link with this broadcast that will bring you over to Amazon. You can be able to get it there as well. Again, for those who are just tuning in, welcome. I see you guys over there on YouTube as well. You all are watching Cyrus Webb Presents here on Amazon Live. We're joined today by recording artist Leon Pitts. We're talking to Leon about the journey that led me to discovering his music through his single, Gotta Have You. We're going to talk more about that single, but we also are simulcasting our broadcast for Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, X, and on Instagram. If you guys have any questions or comments for him, make sure you guys put them in the comment section. El Cutter, I see you over there on Instagram. Glad you can join us. Let's talk about the power of music in the way that we're in with social media. Leon, because like I said, I found you. I didn't know you before discovering this single. What has that been like for you to see how the internet is connecting you with people literally around the world who are discovering you and your music?
So the power of the internet is very, very good. So I grew up in the era where you didn't have this.
Hmm.
Most of the artists that I grew up listening to, a lot of them started out selling their music out of their trunk,
Hmm.
out of the cassette tapes, CDs out of their trunk. So for me to be able to record music, download it, and then upload it into a group like CD Baby, which I do most of mine through, and through other avenues, you go upload it and they're disperse it to all these different platforms.
Hmm.
That has become such a wonderful thing. So I was, to be honest with you, I was very afraid to put out my music. I said a lot of my music to me sounds very, it was sounding dated.
Hmm.
And my friend ATN, he was like, well, you have to find your audience. You have to find your crowd. Everybody's not going to like your music, except that everyone's not going to like your music. But once you find your audience, then you push it there. And but to be honest with you, the audience that has been accepting it along with the younger audience, that has been very surprising. Like from 15-year-olds all the way up, because it shows you that diagram on Spotify, like
Yeah.
from 15-year-olds all the way up to 60. I was like, whoa, it has really been accepted. So I'm glad that the messages that I'm putting out has been accepted. The message I want to put out is about love, about true love, about everything is not always about up under the clothes.
Hmm.
Everything is not always about, we got to fight them, we got to shoot them, or we got to do this. Everything has its place, but everything is not about that. You know,
Yeah.
um, Real conversations are not had in relationships anymore. The human touch is kind of like being lost for me. Like I said, I grew up in the era where people, they got out, they got outside, they went and touched each other, they talked, they spoke, they knew how to have a conversation. So
Right.
I have two daughters, and I want them to be able to hear some decent music embedded to hear what is happening when someone really loves a person, or hears a song where it's not always just talking about under their clothes, that they have more than just that.
Love that. Love that. Such a great thing. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. Adar Pitt says go Lee. Also, Quentin says yes, it is the music. Rob is joining us on YouTube. Rob says Leon has an amazing gift and is a triple threat: sing, dance, act. Leon is magnetic on stage and encourage anyone who has a chance to see him live. Let's talk about the live performance. I have not seen you live. We've seen clips of you on social, though. Leon, talk to us about what it's like for you to be up on that stage and to feel the energy from the crowd.
Oh man, that is when I am at my best. That is when I am in my zone, my home. That is my area of expertise.
Mhm.
I love to sing to people. You can feel their spirit, you can feel their hearts, you can feel them. I'm in a show called The Soul Crooners. Right here the magazine that we were just in, the
Oh, yeah.
Sarasota on the Scene magazine. That's me right here.
Hmm.
And this is Mr. Jacobs, who is the leader of the group, who's over the West Coast Bad Theater Troupe. That show runs from October 7th all the way to November 17th. I mean, October 9th all the way to November 17th.
Hmm.
It is a wonderful show. It takes you back to the 70s, the Spinners, the OJs, the Temptations, Al Green, Marvin Gaye, Otis Redding, all those different groups that were singing and that actually sung to the heart. When I was growing up, they had a saying in the church that I went to, West Coast. It was called, they would say, music that does more than sound.
Mm.
And
Wow.
so that means the music is healing people. It is touching the hearts of people. It is reaching people deeply. You never know what you're doing for a person when you're singing and you give them your all on stage. I want to tell that to artists. When you get on the stage, it's more than just about you. You have an audience out there that's listening. You never know what a person is going through.
Right.
You never know what they went through before they came there. You might be their last lifeline. Literally, I've had people come up to me in the lines because we would shake hands after shows. And we have people come to the line. Someone said they were going to commit, they're going to unalive themselves.
Hmm.
And because they came to the show, they felt like there was more to live for. They were uplifted, So that is my passion. That is my passion to give my all on stage and to bring happiness to people through my music and through my dancing, through my singing. I will always ask God, before a show, speak for me, sing through me, move through me, help me to touch someone out there. Not just being up on stage, just singing a song. As my mentor would say, Mr. Jacobs, he would say that these people left their spirits on these songs that they left for us, the Temptations and all those different groups. That's what people are buying. They're buying because anybody could just get up and sing anything, but it's what you put behind it that people feel, and that's what they buy.
Yeah, such a powerful thing. IG Live with Angela. Going to be able to see her over there on IG. Camilla Flanagan, hello to you. Going to be able to see you as well. Let's see. Got another comment here on YouTube. Jolisa Pitts says, I definitely agree. Leon is an amazing performer. You're doing yourself a disservice if you never see him on stage. All right. So talk to us. So you were mentioning about the run coming up from October to November. That's in Florida, correct?
Yes, in Sarasota, Florida, here at the West Coast Black Theater Troupe. You can go on the site is wbtt.org, westcoastblacktheater.org. I'm sorry, westcoastblacktheater.org.
Okay.
It is definitely the best kept secret in town. It is the best kept secret in the nation. Actually, this is an experience. It's not just a show that you have when you come to this theater. Matter of fact, I want you to come, man. I
You
want
know
you.
what? I was thinking as you were talking, like, wait a minute, I got to check my schedule for October. I was thinking as you were talking,
I,
hey,
I
don't
really
make me bring Amazon with me there to Sarasota, man.
please go because we would definitely welcome it, and I want you to experience it because it's not something that needs to be in a corner. The world needs to experience it. The world needs to experience healing. It needs to experience joy.
Yeah.
So yeah, please do make it.
All right, we're definitely going to have to talk about that. Is it pronounced Yawada? Is that right? Yawada Pits?
Yada yada.
Yada Pit. Yada Pit says, go lead next level. Keep shining. Just watching over there on YouTube. Appreciate you. Quentin says something very important. Your purpose produces your passion. I totally agree with that. That's such a great statement. Candy Cotton, hello to you over on IG. Appreciate you joining us. I appreciate the follow as well. If you guys are new to us on the Amazon Live, make sure you guys do hit the follow button. You see it either here in this corner or down below. You also will see the 3 singles that are here on Amazon by our guest Leon Pitts. We have highlighted for you guys. Gotta Have You. Also, you have Hello. He actually just gave us a little bit of acapella of Hello, and then the single Take It Slow. So we didn't talk about the third single. Leon, talk to us about Take It Slow.
So take it slow came about. I wrote it through my wife. My wife, she when we first started talking, I was a fast mover. I was a fast mover. And so I would ask her, so what do you think this is? What do you think we are? And she would tell me, I don't know. Let's just go where the water flows. Let's just take our time. Let's just go where the water flows. So yeah, if you when you first hear it, you'll hear, babe, take it nice and slow. Let's go where the water flows. That's where that comes from her.
Wow. Wow. See, we're getting behind the music, son. That's what I'm
Yes,
talking about
yes,
here
yes.
on Amazon for sure. 5 Designs by Cece says Leon is amazing. She's over on IG. I love to watch him perform. 5 Design by Cece, thank you so much for the follow. And 5 Design by Cece says, yes, she did. Leon is with. So again, if you guys have not experienced music from Leon Pitts, now is your opportunity. Here are 3 singles here on Amazon you guys can be able to get. Also, as we were just talking about there, we can also be able to see Leon live and in person as part of this production too. So Leon, what else should we be on the lookout for? You mentioned before we went live here, is it some new music on the way?
Yes. So I have some new music on the way. I have another single that I'm gonna be dropping, and it's with another young lady. She is an amazing artist. Her name is Jasmine Carson. If you don't know her, look her up. And like so you know how you have people who have a unique voice.
Yeah.
You have this like You have Billie Holiday. You know her voice when you hear it. You have Luther. You know your voice when you hear it. Once her voice gets out into the world, I'm telling you, she's gonna be one of those people that when you hear her voice, oh, that's Jasmine Carson. We know her. I'm telling you that when you hear her on this new song that I have, I Love You So. That's going to be on my EP that will be released in November. But
Nice.
I'm gonna release that song in October to promote the EP. So yes, that please be on the lookout for that.
All right. Well, you have to come back, man, and introduce a single for us when it releases. All right.
I will do so.
All right. Quentin says, "Take it slow" is another message from me being real. Quinn, I think a lot of people can relate to that to that as well. Five Designed by CC says Jasmine has a beautiful voice. Man, this has been great, Leon. So glad you said yes to being with us here on Amazon Live. We're so glad to be able to share your single. As I mentioned, here on the Radio Dial of Mississippi, WYAD 94.1 FM, and WYADonline.com. Leon Pitts is going to be our Artist of the Week next week. So you guys will be hearing his single, Gotta Have You. In the meantime, go ahead and get it for yourself. If you're joining us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, you'll find the link that will bring you over to Amazon to get the single. For those tuning in on X, we'll put it in the comment section for you guys. And those joining us on Instagram, we'll put it in our stories. Leon, let our audience know how to stay connected with you, man.
You can stay connected with me through my Facebook, through my Instagram, and through my through my what they call it, TikTok, the young people thing. My Instagram is leon.pitts80. Again, that's leon.pitts80. And also my Facebook is just Leon Pitts. Again, my Facebook is just Leon Pitts. And my TikTok is Leon Pitts 8089. Leon Pitts 8089. And I will soon be putting out, be on the lookout for on those sites for my website that will be coming out soon. It will be featuring and be under my new production company that I just started called Sandy Boy Productions. As of right now, I am the only artist on that label, but yes, it will be coming out soon.
Love that. Evan Carmichael. Hello to you, Evan. Good to be able to see you over there on X. Appreciate you being with us. Evan, we have to get you on Amazon Live as well. Love to be able to speak with you. And also, Unlock the Day. Hello to you over on IG. Appreciate you being with us. Leon, man, this has been great. Thank you again for stopping by. Really appreciate the time. Congratulations to you on the new music and looking forward to our next chat together.
Thank you. Looking forward to it as well.
All right. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Cyrus Webb Presents here on Amazon Live. Until next time, you all make it a great one. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.